That was a boy in my neighborhood who used to run every single morning. Not because he loved running, not because he had some deep, life changing fitness goal. He ran because every morning one other guy in the park ran faster than him. That's it. Every day he looked at that guy, got irritated, and ran harder. One day, after weeks of this silent Olympic drama, he pushed himself so much trying to beat that runner that he twisted his ankle, sat on the side of the road, and watched the faster guy casually stop, remove his headphones, and walk straight into the juice shop. Turns out, that guy wasn't even training. He was late for work. Imagine breaking your leg in a race that only existed in your head. Funny? Yes. Also, painfully real. Because a lot of us are doing exactly this in life. We're mentally sprinting after people who are not even competing with us. We compare, we stalk, we overthink, we panic. We ask, why is their life moving faster than mine? And slowly, without realizing it, we stop living our own life and start reacting to everyone else's. So today, let's talk about something simple, powerful, and honestly life-saving. Focus on yourself. Not in a rude way, not in an I hate everyone way, not in a fake motivational quote wallpaper way, but in a real, grounded, strong way. Because the day you stop chasing noise is the day you start hearing your own life. Hey everyone, welcome back to Fluent English with Tara, the channel where we grow in English, confidence, communication, and mindset, one real conversation at a time. And by the way, if you enjoy videos like this, I've linked more related videos and the full playlist in the I button and also in the description, so do check that out after this video. Now, let's get into it. Let me make this real. When you don't focus on yourself, three things happen. 1. You lose clarity. You don't know what you want anymore. Not because you're confused by nature, but because your mind is full of everyone else's opinions, expectations, success stories, and random nonsense. You're trying to hear your own voice in a crowded room. 2. You lose energy. People think stress only comes from hard work. No. A lot of stress comes from mental noise, from overthinking, from proving, from pretending, from checking who is ahead, from feeling late. That kind of stress is sneaky. It doesn't always make you cry. Sometimes it just makes you tired all the time. 3. You lose respect for your own journey. This one hurts the most because maybe you are growing, maybe you are improving, maybe you are healing. But since you keep looking sideways, you never notice your own progress. It's like planting a seed, then digging it up every day to check if it's growing. Of course it won't. You're disturbing the process. Part 4. So how do you actually focus on yourself? Now let's talk solution. Not fake motivation, real things. Simple things. Useful things. Because focus on yourself sounds nice, but how do you actually do it in daily life? Here are 5 powerful shifts. When people hear focus on yourself, they often imagine some dramatic movie character walking away in slow motion with background music and trust issues. But that's not what it means. Focusing on yourself does not mean becoming selfish. It means becoming self-aware. It means asking, what do I want? What do I need? What am I avoiding? What kind of life am I building? Because if you don't ask these questions, the world will answer them for you. And trust me, the world gives terrible advice sometimes. It says, be faster, be louder, be prettier, be richer, be more productive, be more available, be less emotional, be more like that person. And suddenly, your whole life becomes one giant performance review by people who are not even paying your bills. That's exhausting. Focusing on yourself means pulling your energy back. It means saying, wait, let me come back to my own lane. Because your growth begins exactly there. Part 2. Why most people can't focus on themselves. Let's be honest. The reason we don't focus on ourselves is not because we're lazy. It's because we're distracted at a professional level. We compare our behind the scenes to other people's highlight reels. We open social media for 2 minutes and come out 47 minutes later, questioning our looks, careers, skin, habits, friendships, future, and probably our blood group. One person got engaged, one person got promoted, one person bought a car, one person started a business, and now suddenly you, who only opened your phone to watch one dog video, feel like a failure. It's ridiculous, but it happens. And comparison is dangerous because it feels productive. It tricks you. It makes you feel like you're learning, observing, planning. But actually, you're just standing still, emotionally sweating. Here's the truth. The more you monitor everyone else, the less you understand yourself. And that creates a very weird life. You start making decisions not because they are right for you, but because they look right from outside. You choose careers to impress people. You say yes when you want to say no. You stay in places that drain you just because leaving would look bad. You become busy building an image while your real self feels ignored. And that is one of the saddest ways to live. Shift 1. Audit your attention. Your life goes where your attention goes. So ask yourself, what am I feeding my mind every day? Who am I watching? Who am I listening to? What kind of content am I consuming? Because if your brain is eating comparison for breakfast, insecurity for lunch, and chaos for dinner, peace is not coming. You cannot build a calm life with a constantly overstimulated mind. Start noticing what pulls your attention away from yourself. Maybe it's social media, maybe it's gossip, maybe it's a friend who only talks about other people. Maybe it's your own habit of checking what everyone is doing. Not everything deserves access to your mind. Attention is expensive. Spend it like money. A simple rule. If something makes you feel inspired, keep it. If something makes you feel small, restless, or fake, reduce it. Protect your focus like it's VIP entry, because honestly, it is. Shift 2. Stop performing, start building. A lot of people are not building a life, they are performing one. There's a difference. Performing says, let me look successful. Building says, let me become stable. Performing says, will people be impressed? Building says, will this help me grow? Performing is exhausting because it depends on applause, and applause is unreliable. Some days people clap, some days they scroll, some days they judge, some days they disappear. If your confidence depends on audience reaction, your peace will always be temporary. But when you start building for yourself, your habits, your skills, your health, your discipline, your communication, your emotional strength, suddenly life feels solid. Quiet, maybe, slow sometimes, but solid. And solid beats flashy every single time. Shift 3. Make small promises to yourself and keep them. This is where self-focus becomes real, not in quotes, in actions. You say you want to focus on yourself. Okay, then keep one promise to yourself daily, just one. Read for 10 minutes, walk for 15 minutes, practice English for 20 minutes, journal before sleeping, drink more water, wake up when you said you would, reply less, think more. Whatever it is, do it. Because every time you keep a promise to yourself, your self-trust grows, and self-trust is powerful. It changes how you stand, how you speak, how you decide, how you recover from setbacks. People think confidence comes from compliments. Well, sometimes it does, but deep confidence, that comes from evidence, from being able to tell yourself, I know I can trust me. That is a different level of strength. Shift 4. Learn the difference between feedback and noise. Not every opinion deserves a seat at your table. This is important. Some people give feedback, some people give projection. Some people advise you because they care. Some people criticize you because your courage irritates them. And if you don't learn the difference, you will keep shrinking yourself to make other people comfortable. Here's a simple check. Ask, does this opinion help me improve or just make me doubt myself? If it helps, listen. If it just creates confusion, fear, or unnecessary guilt, it's probably noise. You do not need to carry every comment like it's a sacred message from the universe. Sometimes it's just somebody speaking from their own limitations. And respectfully, that is not your homework. Shift 5. Use other people as inspiration, not measurement. This shift can change everything. You don't need to stop admiring people, you just need to stop measuring your worth against them. See someone doing well? Good. Let it inspire you. Learn from them, study their habits, take notes. But don't turn their success into proof of your failure. That's unfair. Their chapter 12 is not your chapter 3. Their timing is not your timing. Their story is not your story. And let's be honest, even if you copied their exact life, it still wouldn't feel right because it wasn't made for you. A fish trying to live like a bird will spend its whole life feeling inadequate. That does not mean the fish is weak. It means the fish needs water, not wings. You need your environment, your rhythm, your version of success. That's why focusing on yourself is not small-minded, it is intelligent. Let's make this super practical. Example 1, career. Maybe your friend got a job before you. Now you feel behind. But instead of spiraling, focusing on yourself means asking, what skill can I improve this month? Can I fix my resume? Can I practice speaking better? Can I apply more consistently? That is power. Because panic changes nothing. Action does. Example 2, relationships. Maybe everyone around you is dating, engaged, married, posting cute pictures with matching outfits and suspiciously perfect sunsets. And here you are, eating snacks and questioning your destiny. Listen, focusing on yourself means not forcing love because loneliness feels embarrassing. It means becoming emotionally healthy enough to choose better, not faster. Wrong timing with the wrong person can waste years. Peace is not late. Peace is wise. Example 3, personal growth. Maybe you want to be more confident, but you keep thinking, I'm not like those people. Good. Don't be like those people. Be like you with practice. Confidence is not born in one day. It grows when you show up. Awkwardly at first, then better, then stronger. Even fluent speakers were once confused speakers. Even confident people once rehearsed sentences in their heads 14 times before saying hello. Growth is not glamorous in the beginning. It's weird, it's repetitive, it's humbling. Sometimes it's you talking to yourself like a motivational coach and a disappointed parent at the same time. But it works. Part 6. What focusing on yourself feels like. Let me tell you something beautiful. When you truly start focusing on yourself, life becomes quieter. Not empty, clearer. You stop reacting to every little thing. You stop needing constant validation. You stop chasing people who only like the version of you that is convenient. You start respecting your time. Your boundaries improve. Your standards rise. Your decisions feel more honest. And perhaps the best part, you begin enjoying your own company. That is freedom. Because a person who is comfortable with themselves is very hard to manipulate, very hard to rush, very hard to break. That person moves differently, not louder, stronger. Part 7, a simple challenge for you. So here's your challenge. For the next 7 days, bring your attention back to yourself. Every time you catch yourself comparing, pause and ask, what can I do for my own life right now? That one question can save you from hours of emotional nonsense. Maybe the answer is rest. Maybe it's practice. Maybe it's prayer. Maybe it's planning. Maybe it's unfollowing half the internet and drinking water like a responsible adult. Whatever it is, do that. Small self-respect creates big life changes. You do not need to become a new person overnight. You just need to stop abandoning yourself daily. That's where the real change begins. So yes, focus on yourself. Not because other people don't matter, but because you matter too. And your life deserves your attention. If this video helped you even a little, then give it a like. Share it with someone who really needs to hear this, and subscribe to Fluent English with Tara. Be a part of this growing community where we improve our English, our confidence, and the way we express ourselves, step by step, together. And don't forget, I've added more videos on related topics in the playlist, the I button, and the description, so you can continue learning after this one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.